Women want to be taken someplace fun and exciting on the first date. But unfortunately, we as guys commonly resort to the coffee date or the dinner date, which doesn't exactly make for the best first date. The biggest problem with the common idea of the coffee date or the dinner date is that it's awkward. And these common ideas, they don't really often put you in the best first impression light. So, here's a better idea. In this episode, I'm going to share with you some ideas for a best first date that will give you the opportunity to leave a best first impression. Let's face it, you don't really want her to go back to her friends and say, oh, yeah, so he took me to the typical local coffee shop and we had a really awkward conversation and yeah, well, you can kind of fill in the blanks as to where that conversation's gonna go. You want to give her a reason to come back for the second date. I would strongly suggest finding a common interest that's fun and doing that together as a first date. Let's say you both are into cooking. Maybe you can find an evening cooking class you can both attend, or maybe go dancing together. Make sure it's a public venue or event so that she's not intimidated. Because it's fun, you both will enjoy each other's company and have fun at the event, and this works as a great way to get to know each other in a fun environment. Obviously, this gets you major points with her because, let's face it, it proves you're not going straight to the common approach and you're more interested in being creative and doing something you both like to do. By the way, if you want some more great ideas or need a little more help coming up with some great ideas for first dates, please feel free to reach out to me. Included in the show notes below, you can find a link where you can apply to work with me directly one-on-one. You're probably wondering why I don't want you to go straight for the idea of a coffee date as a first date with a girl. Well, the coffee date is a good deal if you can't seem to get her to agree to anything else. But the problem with it is it does come off as regular, boring, and not very creative. Instead, listen to what she says the first time you interact with her. Notice when she says things like, oh, I like this, or I like that, or I have this interest or that interest. She's giving you great first date ideas right there. To find out where to go for the first date, listen to what women tell you during their first interaction with you, specifically about their interests. When you pick out a few of those interests and create a first date idea around it, you both will enjoy each other's time more, and the first date as a whole will go over way better. Again, if you would like some help in figuring out how to pick out her interests in a conversation or coming up with some great first date ideas, you can apply to work with me directly using the link in the show notes below. I would be happy to answer any of your questions that you may have regarding this particular topic. And that's a tip for this week. If you like the tips you hear on this show, then don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, share with your friends, and leave a comment. If you're listening to this on podcast, then be sure to leave a 5-star review and comment. That's how you can help this show to grow, and the more it grows, the more great content I can keep bringing you. And as always, get out there and ace it.